up, YouTube? Hey, we back, man. 87 SS boy checking in. Hey, man, I'm pretty happy, man. Y'all know I've been struggling with this engine thing, man. I wiped my cam. Long story short, like, you know, if you haven't been following me and you just checking in or whatever, wiped my cam in my 383 stroker. Everybody was like, oh, so what you gonna do? Go LS now? Are you gonna do this? You gonna do that? Nope. I like the 383 stroker. I love small blocks, man. Nothing against the LS guys or whatever. I got a 07 Tahoe with an LS in it. I mean, it's a 5.3. You know, some people talk junk. It ain't no 6.0 or no 6.2, but it's a LS. I love that engine. You know, hands down, I do love that engine. I'm just not the type that wants to do a LS swap in my old school. So with mine, I'm sticking with the 383 stroker. My son, he got his 87 Cutlass Brougham that's coming to the channel soon. Hopefully y'all seen that short on it. We got a lot of work to do on that one. Not as much as the SS had though. So in it got a 355 in it, a built 355 with a built 700 R4. And then wifey's truck, I don't know if y'all remember that, but if you don't, it's an 86 short bed Silverado. And we're going with a 350 in it. Well, to say the least, a 350. We don't know if we're gonna do a 355 or what, but it will be, you know, a nice little cam in it or whatever. It's gonna sound real good. Ain't none of us trying to get on no track and race or none of that, man. We just building, you know, pretty much street cruising cars, man. Like something to bring out on the weekend, something that sound good or whatever. Like we ain't trying to race nobody. We ain't trying to show out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to be the fastest or nothing like that. We doing this because we like it. So like I said, I wiped the cam in my 383 stroker. My guys came out, they helped me out, they looked at everything. We pulled the motor, pulled it apart, put a new cam in it. I'm not really giving any details on what all got done or what, I ain't gonna say what all got done, but what I put in it. But I've been working, man. I didn't really have to pull the engine to change the cam, but I wanted to pull the engine, which I did so that I can clean up my engine bay. I got videos of the engine bay being cleaned up, paint being removed, being sanded, you know, whatever. We got all that oil, dirt, grime, and all that stuff from up under there. Got it painted. It's looking good. I painted a whole bunch of my brackets and my accessories and stuff. Well, I didn't paint it. The only accessory I painted was the water pump. So I painted the water pump. Everything else, I just cleaned it up pretty much. And let's see what else. Yeah, I took my inner fender wells out and painted those. Well, I took one out. One of them was busted because I had a blowout. And yeah, that's about it. So today was the day that the engine got dropped back in. It's not running yet, so don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get too excited. Don't get too happy. You know what I'm saying? But it will be. It's coming soon. Got the engine dropped in. Got it bolted up to the tranny. You know, torque converter, all that stuff bolted up. Starter is on. I got all the accessories on, the belt. Well, all the accessories except the power steering pump. Got all that stuff on. Valve covers, well, they just sitting up there. You know, it's a process, but we getting there. So we've been working, man. But I'm gonna show you what we got going on. I was my homeboys came by and they dropped the engine in for me. My boys had basketball games today, so I was out and about. But they was like, well, if they can't come today, it's probably gonna be, you know, there's no telling when they can get here because this was one of their free days. So I was like, hey man, just go on by there, drop the motor in, do whatever you gotta do, and come back and finish it up or whatever, we'll finish it up. So that's what they did. So I don't really have great footage of the engine being dropped in, because I actually was screen recording off of my Ring garage camera. So I'm gonna put that in this video somewhere. It may be before now or it may be after, I don't know, but it's gonna be in there somewhere, just a little snippet of what we had going on. But I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the engine, and the engine's sitting in there, and do a little more talking, let y'all know what I did, what's going on, what other plans we may have, and hopefully next weekend we'll have this thing running. By the end of this week, have this thing running, take it to the exhaust shop, get their 3-inch exhaust done, and hopefully hit the road, man. So let me show y'all what we got going on, what I done did and everything, and show y'all, just a little update, man. Sir, so here we are, you know what I'm saying, the old 383 stroker, she back, y'all. She back under the hood. Everything is looking a lot better than it did before. All these wires and shit, all that fucking spaghetti rat's nest shit is gonna be cleaned up. It's gonna look way better than that when we done. But we got the engine in there. So first of all, the intake was painted. I had the heads, they went to the machine shop, so they cleaned up and everything, resurfaced, new valves, seals, and all that good stuff. As far as, so this right here, the water pump pulley was damaged, so I got a new one. This is a billet aluminum from March. I don't know how to pronounce. I don't know if it's Mark or March, but anyway, y'all know what it is. That came from there. Later on, I'll replace these bolts just to make it look a little cleaner. These are old rusty bolts that's in there now, but for now I don't care. This pulley here for the alternator, as well as the the AC compressor pulley, and this I can't remember what this called, but anyway, this pulley too. They all were also this like machine finish look, this billet look, but they were scratched up and everything so bad. So I went on ahead and I sanded them down and I primed them and painted them. They actually, matter of fact, they look like this, which it was actually worse than this. So this one here, I'm not too much worried about. it don't look that bad. Plus it's like way down there. So I may like sand it down a little bit and just make it look a little better. But anyway, that kind of give you an idea of what these pieces looked like. But they look a whole lot better now. Also these pieces here, these bracket pieces here, these were, I mean, they was messed up so bad. This one, and then we got this one here that go for the power steering pump. That's the only accessory that I have not put on yet. I got the belt ran. Well, they got the belt ran. Just got to put the power steering pump on here. The reason why I haven't done the power steering pump yet is because I was trying to get a new one, which is nothing wrong with this one, but I was trying to get a new one and I was having issues getting this this pulley off because it's aftermarket. But like I said, nothing wrong with it that I know of. I was just trying to go ahead and change it because it's a cheap swap and I won't have to worry about it down the road. But I gave up on that, so I'm gonna paint this silver just like the rest of my stuff, and then I'm gonna paint this actual reservoir here black. So, and then we'll put that back on. I already did the prep work on this. It just got to be cleaned up because I got like some oil and grease on there. So I'll paint that and have it ready, and we'll get it installed. So got my battery and battery tray installed in there. I did my inner fender wells. So I got those installed, got those painted and everything. As you can see, the firewall is painted nicely in black. My AC box is painted nicely in black. I cleaned up my accumulator dryer, whatever you want to call it. Cleaned it up. It was all messy, which it could use another little wiping down. Oh yeah, I painted my water pump black. I like the contrast that I got going on here with the red engine block, and then the black water pump and everything else silver. My first idea was to paint all of these pulleys black. I was gonna paint them black and I was gonna paint the water pump black, but like always, like some of us do, man, we hit up our homies. We hit up somebody close to us and we try to get their idea or their look on it before we make a move. I hit up my homeboy, G-Spot 85. You know, the one that we did the coilovers and the Dakota digital dash on. He was like, man, he said, do them. He said, don't do it black. He said, do it silver. And when he said that, I said, man, yeah, I got to do it silver, because this dude here, he love black. He love black. Everything he do, black, 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 flat black this, flat black that, flat black this. But when he said silver, I knew I had to do silver because, you know, it was a genuine answer. He didn't say black just because he likes black. But I'm glad that I went with the silver because it goes well with the intake, the heads, you know, even the, you know, just this. I think it contrasts pretty well. And like I said, either way, even if I would have did it black, I think it would have came out great too, but I like the silver. It's not the finish that I would love to have, which is this, but I was not about to buy new pulleys and stuff. This kit right here, all these pieces all together, probably about $600, anywhere from $600 to $1,000 maybe. I paid like $60 for just this pulley here, but that's the only thing that I had to actually buy. And on this motor, this Mark pulley system was already on here when I bought it, so I don't really know how much it costs or whatever. If it were me, I probably would have just went with a stock one off of like a Roadmaster or a Bubble Chevy or something. So that's probably what we're gonna do with my wife's engine. Probably just gonna put a pulley system off of a factory one. The block, as you can see, is painted up real well. It's been primed, painted, got a couple coats of paint on there, new oil filter. But yeah, my homeboys, they painted this up. Shed Built Motors, man. Shout out to Shed Built. They're not on YouTube or anything, but they are on IG. If you're in the Hampton Roads area, especially if you are doing an LS swap, those are your guys. They love LSs, man. So if you're doing an LS swap, holler at Shed Built Motors if you're in the Hampton Roads area. But this is what we got going on though. I also changed the distributor. I went with the MSD Street Fire distributor. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. But she looking good under there. We almost done. We almost at the finish line. Looking real good. Once everything come together, it's gonna be nice. Get that that Holley EFI on there and get my power steering pump on. Pretty much the only thing left is wiring. Gotta get my headers on. Headers laying down here on the ground. They all painted up, looking good. And that's about it. Y'all see that Jeep shaft? Well, I say Jeep shaft, but I got it from Holley. It's a upgrade. It's also made for the S10s and stuff, but it looks real good under there. I'm ready to see how it actually performs once I get the car on the road. A lot of people have been asking me about that too, like have I noticed a difference or whatever. I can't really tell if there's a difference in my steering without being able to actually drive the car. Just with me pushing it around in the yard and turning the steering wheel, I can't really tell if there's a difference in it. But she coming together, y'all. And if I must say it myself, it's looking pretty damn good. Looking pretty good. I've been painting and painting and painting and prepping and all that, like just rattle can. I don't know about no compressor and spraying and all that. I'm gonna go to Advanced AutoZone O'Reilly's and I'm gonna get that rattle can. And that rattle can do all right. So this is what we got. That's what we got here. I miss my baby, man. I'm ready to drive this thing again. Definitely loving how under this hood is looking. Can't wait to get everything back together. Also, y'all know we did this panel as well. Got the cowl tag there. Painted all this stuff. It's a piece of trash. But yeah, everything looking good. This is my return line that I had to have ran for my fuel return line. I had it ran wrong. I was using a 5/16 hose when I really need a 3/8 hose. Holley didn't send me enough hose the first time, so I ended up using the 5/16 and tried to just run it from my original return line. That was a no-go. So if you got a Holley Sniper EFI, don't take the shortcut or the easy way out. Go ahead and put your 3/8 fuel line on there, and you drop the tank and put that oh man, I can't remember the name of it. But you got to drill this this bulkhead fitting into the top of your tank. So make sure you do that if you're going Holley EFI. Yeah, I didn't do it right the first time. That's why, for one, my car was, I was smelling like fuel and all that because my return line, if I understand it correctly, it was something about back pressure or something. I don't know. I don't know about it. I'm not a professional. I'm just a fucking regular smuggler out here in the garage trying to get by the best I can and save a little money. So, along the way, you will fuck up some. So, it's a little rework, but For the most part, I did everything myself, and that's the only thing that I fucked up was I went with a 5/16 return line instead of a 3/8. So I still call that a win. Anyway, we looking good. It's gonna be real nice, y'all. And I will definitely, y'all already know I'm definitely gonna get that first startup video. First start, got to break in the cam, and you know, we gonna hear this thing chopping a little bit, man. So y'all stay tuned for that. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later.